Hey guys, I went undefeated in Swiss at YCS Pasadena. This is my deck profile. I had 11 wins, 1 draw in Swiss. I played against a lot of mirror matches. This list is very good for the mirror match. I think you'll find it quite good to play with in a tournament. YCS Dortmund is this weekend, so if you do want to do well this weekend, I recommend watching this video. I'm going to try and explain some of the interactions or some of the cards and the reasons why I'm playing certain ratios. I hope this helps you out. Good luck this weekend if you're playing a YCS. There is one the following week as well, or if you're playing a regionals or whatever you're playing in. Best of luck. This format is crazy. It really is tier 0. And my advice is just watch more content. Like, that will just help you out the most. I had a great weekend. I stayed with Solom, Yu-Gi-Oh! We had a good laugh. Still ongoing actually. And also, yeah, I met so many cool people. People just come up to me constantly. They love the podcast. They love I love my channel. They look like there's so many positive people. I love America. You guys really bring the energy. I really appreciate you all. I'm definitely going to come back. So yeah. So thanks to all of you. And I'm not going to bore you anymore. Here's the deck profile. So I'm playing 45 cards, and I maxed out on Rhino Heart. You have to play 3. Collider Hearts is too good not to play, so I recommend playing 3 of these. Then of course I'm maxing out on all the names. So 3 Sharon, 3 Havness, 3 Merly. In this format, when people are just milling, and milling for you as well, you have to max out the names. Now, I'm unsure on cutting any of the names. I really don't think you can. So definitely max out. Okay, next up we have Diviner and Triple Herald of Orange Light. Orange Light is really good. Yes, it does negate Shifter. Yes, it is really good as an interaction because all the Ishizu cards are fairies. But the thing is, the amount of times I had this in my hand bricked, it was just so frustrating. I did 2-0 pretty much a lot of players in the tournament, and I rarely went to time. I went to time twice. And one of the matches was crazy in top K. It was crazier than me and Schmidt playing at Euros top 32. I had 11 seconds on the clock against Schmidt, but in this one I had 25 seconds on the clock, and my opponent was shuffling back during the standby phase to send scatter shot with Beatrice and doing all this sort of crazy stuff, and then I had to quickly play my field spell search, fusion summon, do some other stuff, force out something else, and make Kaleido Heart attack over a sprint for damage for game. It was so close, it was actually crazy. But yeah, this was okay. I mean, do I play it moving forward? Probably I might still do. But it was just annoying. The really cool thing is it's a tuner and it's level 2, and it will make a lot more sense when I show you the extra deck. But yeah. Next up, the fairies, the new stuff. I love this format. I love these cards. I was so excited to play these cards. You know what's funny? These cards got read to me on Monday. And I thought, right, okay, cool. Now I need to win a YCS. After Schmidt winning a YCS, I'm it made me hungry. It made me want to win one. So I just thought, okay, I'm going to test really hard. So this week I played loads of Yu-Gi-Oh, way more than I used to do, because I rarely actually test the tournaments. I just usually build off theory and and just looking at the card pool and what people are playing. So yeah, I tested loads, and this list is just solid. It really is. Very good for the mirror match. And yeah, I really enjoy these cards. These cards are so fun to play with. I'm actually really excited to play Dortmund. Spoiler, yes, I am playing this deck. Who won't be playing this deck? I played 2 of these guys just because I just didn't want to play. I'm not always milling with it. It's actually really nice to open as a one-of and be able to summon something back from the graveyard after you milling with Cowbait for your opponent. So then you can just target one and make Dweller. So it's really solid. Yeah, will I play 3 this week? Maybe, but probably not. I'll probably stick to 2. Next, for the other monsters that I played a very small Bestial lineup. I played 3 Magma and 1 Durus Worm. Now, I really dislike this in a format we're currently in, just because I really hate triggering the effect, just because it can let my opponent keep playing now because of Havness. So then I'm kind of shifting now towards 2 of these and 2 of these. If I could go back, I would play 2 and 2, just because I did draw double of these at times as well. It just eliminates that, so now I have these, more likely to have these two in the hand. And I'd summon this first over this because I don't want to trigger the effect, because I don't want to trigger Havness. So they're the monsters. Next, spells. Terraforming, just insane. Free of the field spell. The reason why I lost in top 16 is game 1 I win, game 2 and 3 I don't see this, and game 2 and 3 my opponent sees this, and it really just, and with me milling poorly, it really did come down to that, and it was really frustrating. This field spell is so insane. I really think they should ban this. I sound crazy, but I think this card should be banned. It makes it more balanced, especially against weaker decks, because the way to destroy stuff, it's just so broken. And like, it's an out to mine as well, because if they activate mine, you can just chain your like Caldo or your Medora to the activation of mine, and then shuffle back one of your names and trigger this to destroy it. So yeah, I hope that helps you this weekend. I'm sure it will. Next, the Tearlaments spells: 2 Scream, 1 Heartbeat. I opened like a really weird hand during like round 10 of the tournament. I opened Scream, this, Cowbeck, Talents, and one of my side deck cards, one of my hand traps. Couldn't really play, but luckily I won. I did some cool stuff with it. Heartbeat's really solid, so I actually like this. It's a good out to a lot of things. I definitely recommend playing it. 2 Scream was really nice as well. 1 Instant Fusion, cards busted, should be banned for sure. Then I played 2 Supoli. I was going to play 3. Originally I had 3 in there. I just figured this card would be really good because everyone, if they make Dweller and Rolk, they're just going to commit to that, and I could just Supoli it away. Don't really mind that. Love Supoli, probably one of the best cards of the weekend. Triple Tactics Talents, I only played 1. Okay, now I'm going to give you some logic and theory with this, and I think this will be a trend moving forward. Every single deck in the TCG should main 1 Triple Tactics Talent. Now the reason why I think every deck should play it is you're not, well, first of all, you're not going to have clunky hands by playing multiple. You're eliminating the opportunity of you having 2 in your hand. Everyone's activating monster effects in the main phase, and to have 1, it's really powerful, because if you go first, it's basically a pot of greed. Or you can look at your opponent's hand if your hand's really good. And next, if you go second, you can just take a guy and use that for material, link climb, etc., and just win. If you're like, even if you're playing like Flunder, I probably would recommend playing it. That's pretty sound crazy, but I really think every single deck should play 1 Talents. I think that should be it moving forward. I did make a mistake of playing a second one in my side deck. Completely regret it, because in the top, even in the top 16, like game 3, I played Talents, drew into a Talents, and it cost me. It was horrible. Yes, every deck moving forward should play 1. Whatever you're playing, and even this weekend I'm going to play 1. Like, you just have to play it. Yeah, cool. Next, 2 Sulk and 1 Crime. Love playing these 3 traps. I'm definitely playing Crime moving forward. Don't let people talk you out of it. Definitely play it. So yeah, main deck 45 cards. Next up is the extra deck. 1 kit. You only need 1. I wouldn't play 2. Rolk, Kaleido Heart, and then for the non-2-element fusions, we have Mud Dragon, we have Wings of Resonator Life. This card's nice. I don't always make it. Predator Plant, this card's really good against Flunder. For the Synchros, I played 1 Baron. Baron came up a lot. I have a written feature match where I use this. I make it both games against Runic Mine. So I definitely recommend reading that. I'll put it in the description below. Next for links, I played Double Alf. I'm going to show you a cool thing in a second. It's the reason why Double Alf. The Sprint, 1 Dark, Abyss Dweller, Baguska, Redoer, and Gigantic Sprite. Never made Baguska, but you have to play it. This was insane. 2 of these were insane. Now let me show you why. So, there's going to be a point in the game where you're going to be like, cool, you can use like the Dark, you can make Dark, bring back some component, then you can use Dark and the guy to make Alf. Alf can then bring back your Herald from the graveyard, or your Merly. And let's just say for us, just to make it easier, you can bring back your Herald. You then overlay your Herald and your Alf for your Gigantic Sprite. You detach your Herald to summon Diviner. And now Diviner, then what this will do is it will send any name that you want to. If you got a Dweller already, you can send this to more 5, you can send Medora. And then you can then link these two away, make a second elf, and then pass. Now what you'll do is, you'll have Medora in the graveyard just chilling, ready just to interrupt your opponent, and then if your opponent then decides to go Medora or Kalbeck, well, Medora or Caldo on your Medora and whatever, then you can then like, cool, yeah, no problem. Then you can use Elf to bring back Diviner, trigger Diviner again, and then send it to the grave again. Or you can, if you chain this and when they respond to it, you can then just send your Caldo and have an interruption during their turn. Remember, it goes to level 6, so it helps you make Baron. So yeah, I like this a lot. Divine is really good. So that's the extra deck. 15. Okay, now for the side. Got Red Resonator, Scatter Shot, Triple Dogwood, and Triple Mourner. I just really wanted to put pressure on my opponent. And to be honest, this was actually nice. Never used this once. I milled this once, didn't matter. And I used this once. But again, I only went to time twice. One was I gained higher life, and the other one was in top 32 when my opponent kept 3 times scatter shotted me, and because he just kept putting it back, sending it with sprint, sending it with Beatrice twice, once in his turn, once in my turn. Yeah, and I see why Hani didn't play any like cards that gained or changed life. You don't really need it. If you play the deck fast, you don't really need it. Yeah, some of these cards were just wasted. But yeah, I really like Mourner though. Next, I play Call by the Grave for Shifter. You can use it for Herald. Some people play Bell, so it's good for that. 1 talent, awful, waste of a side deck spot. The third 2 poly, I just wish this. You know, I wish I played 3 in some ways, but the list was really nice. 1 Harvest Feather Duster, and then triple Lightning Storm. Never really used this actually. I don't think I activated it once during the tournament. This was mainly for like the rogue decks. The main deck's really good regardless, so I felt like the deck would just win in general. So with that, I would then like think, well, okay, well, Lightning Storm would be more of like a balancing act having these against rogue decks, and maybe this even, depending on what the deck is. But other than that, never used it. Would I play it this weekend? Maybe, but probably not. I do think this deck's going to get very popular. One thing that you really need to know and notice from the results from this weekend at the YCS Pasadena and the influence it's going to have at Dortmund is a lot of players are now going to start maining cards just to beat the mirror match. Okay, just to know, if you do this, good in some ways and bad in other ways. The reason why it's good in some ways, play against the mirror, yes, your win percentage will go up against the mirror match. However, you're giving Flunder more power, which means Flunder's more likely to do better in the event because your deck is more vulnerable to Flunder, okay? So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Flunder actually just scrape in and just dominate top 64 or go in to win. But then again, this deck's so good, it'll be way more representative than Flunder. But if you're not going to play this deck, the only deck I really think you can play is Flunder. Because again, everyone's going to be maining cards just to beat the mirror match. So keep that in mind. I hope you guys do well this weekend. But really, like, I want to win. I want to win. I'm so hungry to win. I felt like I was gutted in top 16 after losing, but you know, we'll get it in the next one. All right, guys. Hope this video helps you. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, like, comment below if there's any questions you have with the list, anything that you think you think I should try out, or anything that you're unsure on. Let me know. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again. Take care.